Golfing legend Tiger Woods and Nike have parted ways after a 27-year partnership. Tiger Woods signed on with Nike aged 20 in a deal estimated to be worth more than $700 million since then. He's become one of the most recognised names in golf, winning 15 majors in his career. Nike, which has stopped manufacturing golf equipment, confirmed the news online, saying it was a hell of a round, Tiger. And joining me now live is Dr. Geetanjali Saluja, Senior Marketing Lecturer at UTS Business School and the Associate Head for the Marketing Discipline Group. Thank you so much for joining us. You know, it's interesting, and we saw in that vision there, when we see Tiger Woods on TV, we normally see him in a T-shirt with that same logo, that Nike swoosh. Just how big of a partnership has this been for the pair?
Thanks, Danica, for having me. It has been a major partnership going back 27 years, and so it is a really big surprise, I guess, to consumers that Nike and Tiger Woods have finally decided to go their separate ways. So, yeah, I think that in the golfing world, it was probably one of the biggest endorsements, and so it is a big setback for golf.
And how has a brand like Nike benefited from having one of the biggest athletes or the greatest athletes of all time as its ambassador for so long?
So Nike has traditionally one of its hallmark moves has been to tie up with big celebrity endorsers. So Tiger Woods is no exception. At the time that Nike signed him on, he was one of the biggest names in golf. And Nike probably at the time was looking to make a foray into the golf segment. So it would have made strategic and business sense to then tie up with Tiger Woods to help them, make a foray into that segment. And Tiger Woods is one of the best in the sport. So it would have made a really lucrative partnership for them.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was probably, from their perspective, a no-brainer. Woods has not been without controversy in his life, particularly when the details of his extramarital affairs were released. Yet Nike at the time didn't end its partnership with him. Is that rare for a brand to not drop an ambassador when they're particularly going through quite controversial periods in their lives?
It is quite rare, which is what makes this announcement even more shocking. I think that, and that is one of the risks of brands tying up with celebrities, is that they become so inextricably linked that any sort of negative publicity around the endorser can really negatively impact the brand. But Nike, I think that they are used to courting controversial celebrities. They've done that with Colin Kaepernick in the past, and there was major backfire in the US from especially conservative consumers. So Nike, it's not rare for them to do this. They have in the past benefited from standing by celebrities that have been controversial. Although, I don't expect to see that trend continue, because with social media, consumers are so hyper aware. There's so much online scrutiny. So it would be harder today for brands to stand by consumers who are embroiled in some sort of scandal.
So what happens next? How hard will it be for Nike to find its next ambassador, or would the company always have ideas of who would be next up its sleeve?
Oh, I think Nike, as I said, this is one of their big marketing tactics. They do rely a lot on celebrity star power, especially of athletes, and they've traditionally signed on a lot of NBA athletes in the past, so I expect them to continue with that trend. I do not see them going very seriously into the golfing segment, given that, and you also mentioned that they are looking to exit that segment. So footwear is one of the big categories for them, and so maybe they're looking to sign up the next big tennis celebrity. Who knows?
Yeah, well, remains to be seen. Dr. Geetanjali Saluja, great to speak with you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Danica.